Dr. Nicole Apera, holistic psychologist here. As always, thank you guys for tuning in. This video is going to be on signs of healing. This video is so important because I think that a lot of us out there are healing and are actually seeing progress in our day. And something that I know about humans, myself included, a lot of us tend to focus on where we're not yet or the things that haven't changed. Because the reality of healing in this holistic way is it's a long time journey. There are going to be things that are still habits, things that are still present, things that we want to see change in my own world as well. So while I still want to evolve as a human, I believe it's really important to start to notice progress, to start to see the things in ourselves that I assure you are probably there if you start to look. Seeing the progress each and every moment that it's there. So if you guys are listening and if you see any of this in your daily life, notice it. Notice how you're healing. That's going to be so motivating to keep you healing. All right, so what are some signs of healing? First and foremost, you're starting to become aware of your habits, of your patterns, of your thoughts. The more each and every one of you practices this daily self-observation that I'm always talking about, watch yourself as you go throughout your day. Notice the habits, notice the patterns. The more you practice this, the more natural it will become. This also applies to your internal world. You'll start to see yourself noticing through the day the thoughts that you're having. That is by far a sign of progress. Notice that. 2, when someone else notices. A lot of you out there are messaging me, my partners, my family, a lot of the clients I work with are saying, people are starting to say, hey, girl or boy or whomever, you're changing. That's great. Notice that. When you hear someone reflecting back to you, their experience of you being different, notice. That's definitely when other people can start to see those shifts in you. Though you should not rely on other people. Notice yourself first and foremost. But notice, acknowledge yourself and the work that you're putting in when other people are noticing you change. It'll happen. 3, you can enjoy time alone. I know for a lot of us, we're starting at a place where alone time is threatening, it's scary, it's overwhelming. So as you evolve and as you begin to heal, you'll start to notice it goes from bad to less bad. And then you might even get to the time and the place where it's enjoyable. That is definitely a sign of healing. Us as humans, while we are social creatures and we are always going to be interacting with others, we all have a different degree of need, but we all, in my opinion, need time alone. And that, the more comfortable you become in that alone time, is a sign of healing, of progress. Notice. 4, you can notice when your mind is creating a story. This is like we were talking about earlier. The more you're starting to become aware of your thoughts, you'll probably start to notice these stories, these narratives, these interpretations that are coloring your daily experience. Our mind is a narrative maker, a story maker. The more you become internally aware and you're observing your internal world, the more you're going to notice when your mind is creating a story. And that's going to give you choice with whether or not that story is accurate. You don't have to believe the story that your mind is creating. You will start to notice those stories throughout your day, and that is a sign of healing. 5, you focus less on trying to fix and change others. Again, those of you who listen to me know I often talk about our limits of control, and I often draw a very small circle around ourselves, really just illustrating we cannot control other people, no matter how much we love them, how much we desperately want them to change or do different or be different in the relationship with us. We cannot change that. The more you're healing, the more you're going to notice that you're getting more and more comfortable with a very uncomfortable reality. As humans, in my belief, we do not tolerate this well. We like feeling like we have control over everyone and everything, and the reality of it is we don't. So the more you are able to just be more comfortable with that, that is a sign that you're healing. 6, you're becoming less reactive when you're triggered. You're starting to notice more and more space between the things that would cause you to react angrily or sad or whatever it is. You're noticing more and more space between that, and a new response becomes possible. That's not to say that you don't feel those ways internally, but you're not reacting externally in the way that you normally do, kicking, screaming, or dissociating. You're having more choice. That is a sign that you are healing. 7, you're becoming more aware of your own needs. This is body-based needs. When is my body tired? Socialization needs. When do I need to go out and be around others? And when do I need to go in and rest? As you heal, you're going to become more and more in touch with yourself in this way so that you'll be able to identify the needs that you have, which are different. The needs that I have are going to be different than the needs that any of you out there have. It is really our journey just to become aware of ourselves. And you will, and that is a sign that you are healing. 8, you're taking things less personally. As all things, this starts internally at first, meaning the more you realize that a lot of your emotions and your reactions in your day are driven by your thinking mind, meaning it's in your own world. The more you're aware of that in your life, the more you're going to be able to be aware of that in others. So when my partner comes home from work and is grumpy and is short with me, I can take that less personally over time. I can maybe now assign the meaning of it's not me. They had a bad day at work and that's okay. That's separate from me. That is a sign that you are healing when you see and you're taking things less personally. So those of you out there listening, if you're seeing evidence of any or all of these in your life, notice every day. This is progress. You guys are well on your way to healing. So thank you everyone who's already subscribed. And if you haven't and you like it, hit subscribe. That would be awesome. Thank you.